Is social stream lagging or is something going?
I think, dude, I think implied consent is retarded. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe legally it works or something like that. But yeah. Sorry. I'm just trying to be fair. Okay. I'm just trying to be fair with what I actually think. But you know.
Going on with my social stream that it's like not working correctly? Oh, this is not working. Hold on, let me refresh this tab. Is this tab back to working? Okay. Sorry, my kick chat was like lagging for some reason.
Is a
It should be
thing,
good
and
now.
honestly, that's something that I think you could convince people of. You could convince people that sending videos to
Sure.
partners, if everyone's sending videos around with each other, like within this relationship.
No, it's like straight up not working. Fuck you. What is happening? Sorry, I'm having issues with social stream. It's like, or sorry, I'm having issues with kick. The kick.
It's implied consent is I kind of get the argument behind implied consent. Implied consent is kind of like let's just say you're in the middle of an orgy and everyone is just fucking each other like willingly, right? The fact that you're even there at the orgy kind of implies that you are already horny and degenerate enough to participate in the orgy. So if someone suddenly grabbed you and rammed their dick in your ass or something like that, well, I mean, it's kind of implied consent because the thing is that the party, the orgy is literally called the bottoms get passed around and get fucked in the ass rapidly orgy, okay? So the thing is that yes, even though the explicit consent, you didn't go, yeah, you're allowed to have sex, let's go have sex, or you gave them the fuck you eyes or whatever the fuck, right? You being there at the orgy, it like implicitly implies that, you know, whatever. But I think that what Lonerbox is arguing is, well, at the orgy, one of them was not at the orgy. One of them was in the parking lot of the orgy, right? If that makes sense. But yeah. Implied consent is like telling your fling and one of your first hours that you have a open. So messy? No, it's not that messy. Just think about it like that. There's the building of epic bottom passing orgy, okay? Everyone passes around an incredibly skinny anorexic boy, okay? Pass them around and fuck them in the ass, okay? Violently, all right? So you being in there automatically puts you in danger because, well, I mean, it's not even in danger. I mean, you have the fact that you're even there is a miraculous like state, right? Where it's like, well, it's such a crazy state to be in to the point where you're there in the first place. Like, how did you even end up there, right? If you're like a regular ass person who didn't want to be like fucked in the ass, well, yeah. If you're there, it kind of implies that you've already given consent, right? Fuck it. Like screw you. Like on you could be a janitor and you moved in and you didn't realize there was a big orgy going on at the time. And then, even though there is implied consent, well, you were there as a janitor and you wandered in. That's your fault, kind of, right? Like, fuck. I mean, you felt like you got raped, but, you know, like, it's legally implied consent, whatever the fuck, right? But, I think the implication here is that Rose is a person who is outside of the orgy building. And they're in the parking lot. They're not even there. And I think, yeah, anyway.
Chat, it's like not working.
Implication, right?
Yeah, it's shit. It's like lagged. Fuck me. Okay, well, we'll try our best.
Like, if that's just what people are known to do in those interactions, then that's what they're known to do, right? So I don't think you can have both of those at once. But also, that aside, didn't she say in the transcript? Well, did she? What did she say that she sent this?
Didn't I send that video?
Hold on. Somebody said, "Didn't she say in the transcript?" I want to see who that person is.
If someone records it, dude, I feel like it's crazy to me that you didn't have a conversation about what that recording is going to be used for. Because if you think that someone is recording you and wants to record you, I thought that maybe you would have a conversation about that, right? You would go like, hey, I'm not okay with my recording being passed around. Or, hey, yes, I am okay with my recording being passed around. Like, wouldn't that be something that would be talked about? So I'm a little bit confused about that.
There's somebody here, okay? There's a person in Lonerbox chat who has no internal monologue who's going to go, wait, didn't she say in the transcript exactly the thing that Destiny said? Guys, didn't she say exactly?
I'm claiming that there's no substantive evidence of bidirectional violence within Dip and Herd's relationship. Well, no, not violence, like domestic abuse, right? Some fault the prior, find it absurd to equate the behavior. Depth sins are between him and his NA group therapist. Then worthy of public fire. Okay, all right, fine. Let's just say that's not a good analogy then. But you get what I'm talking about, right, fam?
What Destiny told me she said. Hey, Lonerbox, didn't she like do the exact thing that in the transcript that like Destiny says it went this way? Isn't that like exactly correct? Oh my god.
So I don't think you can have both of those at once. But also, that
Typically
aside,
does have that
didn't she
context,
say in the
sure.
transcript? Well, did she say that she sent this video to her partner without consent?
Yeah, that's like
Rose is the one Destiny is saying doesn't exist and used to keep the case going? No shot, right? You're telling me Rose doesn't exist? What? No way, right?
that's the thing. Is apparently the claim
What?
is that she sent that without consent.
the first
What
time
I
I've
think is
heard of
actually
that.
happening here is Destiny now says he didn't consent to that. She says she sent it to him and that they had an understanding, right? With it. And Destiny goes, that's implied consent. I don't believe that to be the case. I believe they had a conversation about it. But we'll see when the transcript comes out, right? We'll see what was said. Maybe she apparently said, I did not get consent from him, I guess. It seems unlikely. But maybe she like admitted she just didn't. Maybe she admitted to violating him directly on the witness stand. I feel like no, but
we can see if the transcript comes.
Dickers retracted a message. What? Just so you know, sounds like you're trying to condemn Destiny without sounding too harsh. That is exactly right. Yes. Yes.
I don't know. But none of this really is in the same sphere
as sending it to Rose. Yes, obviously. These are trusted people, right?
Like that's literally what I sell myself as. I don't think Destiny's entirely innocent. No one thinks so, right? Fuck me, dude. But obviously, you know, like I think that his haters are unhinged. That's why we make fun of people like Jstlk, right, Dickers? Like, he deserves to be made fun of, and it's funny.
These are trusted people. They have long-term relationships.
It's unhinged.
Oh, Lonerbox just doesn't watch my coverage. This piece of shit. I was totally memeing with the title, okay? I'm probably going to agree with Lonerbox on a lot of this stuff, but now I am pissed, because he doesn't know that I've been out here saying this exact thing. Obviously, these are long...
You think his haters are unhinged? Are you kidding me? Have you seen the average Jstlk stream where he covers Destiny? She's like making coming noises and yelling and like genuinely not having a great time. Maybe if you don't like Jstlk already, I don't know. I don't like him. No, I like him in the way that he is good content, okay?
Long-term relationships, right? Long-term, stable relationships that you can actually claim you trust this person. With Rose, that is a fucking 19-year-old e-girl that you can't verify the identity of. 19?
For the record, Dickers, aren't you like also part of the circle? Like, don't you also have like kind of investment into this? Like, God, would it be accurate? Would it be accurate to call Dickers a Queeman orbiter? I think so, right? That wouldn't be wrong, right?
Oh well,
I don't know.
Or younger, purportedly 19, purportedly 18. Okay, purportedly, allegedly, not confirmed.
No investment? Nah, I doubt it.
Sending this video to a fucking stranger.
I don't think so.
A 19-year-old stranger who you've met on Discord.
Now that's a lie.
Oh, sorry. I should be careful because Destiny will argue that I'm like perpetuating a Kiwi Farms narrative, even though Destiny himself told me that he wasn't sure and that the only way he could possibly get canceled out of this is if she is younger than 18. Even though Destiny himself told me that, he will argue that I'm making a Kiwi Farms argument because he likes reframing anything I say in the average setting to being from Kiwi Farms. Apparently, me saying that he was raped in some ways from Kiwi Farms. Oh, Salivation. Have you got my DM yet? Salivation, go check your message requests. I need you to send me a clip.
Yeah, oh well, I mean, Destiny being raped is a real thing, but the thing is that like it's dug up from like I don't know 8 years ago. Yes, it's 8 years ago. Yeah, like Destiny self-admitting that he's been raped as a kid was 8 years ago, but it was probably amplified by Kiwi Farms, right? And he said it in like to use in that one setting in order to blah 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 blah, right? But you know.
Okay.
Never met in real life.
Sorry, we got to back this up just a little bit.
Sending this video to a fucking stranger. A 19-year-old stranger who you've met on Discord.
Should we see that message again? I don't think I've leaked those messages.
They've never met in real life. And I don't think...
I've never leaked those messages because I want Destiny to say that it's false.
Yep.
Right? Destiny could say it's false, and if he wants to say it's false, then he would have to correct it, right? I'll just say it, and if he says it's false, then we'll correct it.
Any arguments about like implied consent or whatever like that here are really mapping onto here. Because let's say this was done like, let's say these sharings were done like irresponsibly. There's still like a huge line between, let's say if I have my partner and I show her like, oh, look, here's a video of me with someone else and that person didn't say, that's still very immoral. That's still a big betrayal and all that. But you are not taking the same risk with their privacy as you are with this. And I don't know why the fuck that isn't obvious to fucking everyone. Is that not really obvious? Like that's a huge difference.
Yeah, it's incredibly obvious that it's a huge difference. Man, we should have recorded that Discord session. You remember when those guys came to argue in the Discord and they got totally blown the fuck out? We had that like 200-person like private Discord, not private. We had like a off-stream Discord conversation.
Oh my
and the
God.
DGers that came in to argue got totally blown out on this point, like obliterated on this point.
I think the chances of like Melina sharing a fucking video
totally.
or like getting compromised in her privacy or whatever and sending stuff around and someone else sending stuff around, there's like a bit less of a risk than sending it to a stranger. Because it's someone that you've met through like just online, haven't met them in person. Like you really don't know that much about this person. And as a creator, you should know. You should know as a creator.
I will say, in Destiny's defense, Lonerbox, he tried to get her to fly to Miami. He tried to pay to fly her to Miami. Just her parents wouldn't let her go. So, right? Like, I get it. That's a problem I often run into. As isn't that a problem most 30-year-olds, 35, 37-year-olds run into? That the girl's parents won't let them fly to Miami?
Well, I mean, in Jstlk's case, is that the nurses and the doctors probably wouldn't let Cherry leave the hospital psych ward. So, close enough, okay? All right, Jstlk.
Weird.
Every time you're like saying anything in DMs to anyone, you're as a creator, especially as a creator who people want to attack, then yeah, you should probably know that you're taking a risk with your own privacy when you send anything to anyone.
Wow.
Melina could have gone hacked too. That doesn't communicate
Oh. Fuck.
the risk.
Hold on.
Look, listen. I think Cherry's maturity is probably of like a fucking, I don't know, baby, okay? So there are 30-year-olds that act like 3-year-olds, and then there's 3-year-olds that act like 30-year-olds, okay? Pause. Okay. Just
The other funny thing here, real quick, the other funny thing about this that I didn't bring up at the time, but it's so weird that Destiny called Pixie a sex demon a couple days ago, while when he sends the video to Rose, when he actually does the violation, he explicitly says she has almost no experience, right?
Fuck, really?
And he says, oh, she's just a total sex demon. Okay, was that your understanding at the time? Because we have some actual understanding of what you thought at the time. You tell Rose precisely, this person doesn't have any experience. And then he feels justified to go on his stream and go, Pixie's a total sex demon behind the scenes. As if that makes any fucking sense. As if he's not just outing himself as a massive liar, as a massive manipulator, trying to swap out narratives in that way, right? It's so gross, and it's so obvious, and so many people fall for it, that I lose faith in humanity. I tells ya.
Melina could have gone
Nice.
hacked too. That doesn't communicate the risk. I don't know about you guys, but I would trust a partner of mine more than I'd trust someone that I met online, I've never met in person, and have only known through Discord as a teenager. Is that crazy?
Oh no. Wait. Oh no. Oh no. I'm probably getting my braces off in a couple weeks. Oh, exciting. Are you looking forward to it?
Jesus.
Uh-huh. It seems like there's some red flags going up here. Would you guys say this is like a red flag when you've not done any age verification? I'm just saying that might be a red flag. I might feel like that's like. Is this? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Look, if they're old enough to suck, they're ready to fuck. Okay. Okay. I think my landlord might be rubbing off a little bit on me. Okay.
11/4. Would that be the day after he sent the Pixie video to her? Like he sent the Pixie video, and then the next day it looks like she's talking about getting her braces off. Huh. That's just really weird, isn't it? Isn't that strange? Isn't that odd? Isn't that bizarre, guys? I feel like that's just weird. Anyway, hey, you want incredible?
I'm literally firing a guy on Monday who has braces. Jesus Christ, I didn't know you discriminated against braces like that.
Really sensitive videos of like me and a coworker. You want some incredibly sensitive videos that this person's super like scared of anything getting out about them? Hey.
Ruben donated $3. Destiny doesn't.
Yeah, like, okay, dude. A lot of children have braces, but I'm pretty sure adults have braces, no? Right? I remember there was a lady who said, I didn't wear my retainers, and I had to get braces again. But honestly, it's just the big tail on Jstlk that he doesn't talk to a lot of people IRL. Yeah, I know. We all know that, okay? We all know that.
Want to see kids behind bars.
W. Ruben, fantastic donation. We love to see it. We love to see it.
Bro, they think that this is some kind of big dude. Give me a break.
Thank you very much, Ruben.
What?
Also, Soapbox Society, thank you for the 7 months.
This is so cringe.
Thank you. Big support, guys. Big ups.
Yeah, getting braces is all expensive. You don't think that someone could be like poorer, and then as they're an adult, they get older and older, and they earn more and more money on their own. They invest in braces. Like, oh,
It's about the state of mind that you're in when you do it.
I don't know. It's stupid.
But the problem is, and people in the fucking chat are doing it as well, weren't Steven and Pixie exchanging videos before meeting? Didn't Pixie send Steven a video of her with her partner, and we don't actually know, and no one's ever accused her of not having consent to send her partner's video? Like, none of that shit? Okay, this is the problem, is like, and the reason I don't really talk that much about...
I just want to say that this video footage from this stream was on top of Destiny's subreddit, kind of implying that Lonerbox was going to bat for Destiny. The vast majority of this segment is him dumpstering Destiny, saying that he is a total piece of shit and lying, right?
Well, and you know, in that, I'm pretty sure in that 10-minute segment, all right, Lonerbox was bashing Destiny, but all the fucking DGers in the Reddit comment thread or whatever the fuck, all right, we're saying that, yeah, it seems like fair criticism. Like, all of that seemed like fair criticism, right? It's not exactly the hive mind that you think it is, right?
Very funny that it was at the top of Destiny's subreddit, basically saying like, "Hey, look, he's totally defending Destiny right now, guys. He's totally defending Destiny." But that's not really what the core character of the segment is it?
About this in detail is that
Fuck me, dude.
obviously I'm biased, okay? I'm on Pixie's side. I think you're probably, like, there's no point in me denying it. There are obviously things that Pixie has done throughout this whole procedure, and like decisions that she's made that I don't agree with and have not advised, and have advised against. And there are some things that I advised her against doing that directly got used against her, right? Like tweets or whatever the fuck. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I like don't agree, but I don't think it actually changes all that much, really.
I don't know what the tweets would be here. Oh, basically, I'm guessing he's talking about, like, if you tweet about it publicly, but you're also arguing that it shouldn't be talked about publicly, that maybe that looks bad. Maybe that's it.
I don't think it changes all that much, because the problem is that right now with this, the problem is that this kind of like convoluted fucking interaction here of partners sending videos between themselves, I think most normal people, like judges or juries or even lay people, they just see this and they kind of see this and they think it's just all the same. Like, oh yeah, this is a bunch of degenerates doing degenerate shit. That's the same as this. Whereas, as far as implied consent goes, the evidence for implied non-consent is stronger.
Lonerbox always a grifter? If Lonerbox was a grifter, he would have joined Jstlk by now.
We know from several
If Lonerbox was a grifter, Lonerbox would have joined Hassan upon Hassan noticing him for the first time.
DMs that Pixie did not.
Yes. Oh, Lonerbox. Maybe Lonerbox does watch. Lonerbox knows the arguments. There is implied non-consent here. When Destiny refuses, okay, Destiny should have, if he had implied consent and he is an honest person, he should have a log where he explains to Pixie that, like, well, Lav could have heard it from, like, I have sent that video to a couple people. She could have heard it from those people. And he could just post that. And, like, literally this whole thing collapses.
Want people outside of this circle knowing about this.
That's crazy, Jstlk.
From several across years, okay? And if you can ask yourself the question, like, let's say Steven says, oh, do you mind if I send this video to Melina? The answer, is that a yes or a no? I don't know.
Dude, honestly, I don't know, Maruzzi. I know Sulfur's not a mod anymore, but Maruzzi, if you're ever watching this, Maruzzi, get people like this as Razzle Smasher guy out of your community. Just perma.
Dude.
Perma. Pixie was tweeting in defense of Caseytron. That's a really, really bad look. You know what's a far worse look? Non-consensually sharing pornography of multiple of your friends, family members, coworkers, right? That's a far worse look. And this person has no qualms about associating with Destiny at all. And they'll come to a chat and say, you know, it's actually just a really bad look to...
Oh, Razzle. This is your moment in the spotlight, buddy. Dude, I don't get it. Dude, Jstlk is more pissed at Yoge and Razzle Dazzle than me. It's over, dude. My career is done. I'm not doing the right thing here, okay? There's something I'm doing wrong. I shit on Jstlk so fucking often, but all Jstlk fixates on are my chatters. It just... Bro! Oh. What do I have to do, dude?
It's a really bad look to defend Caseytron. That's kind of like a...
What am I doing wrong?
It's kind of like violating women's consent. Basically the same. No, it's not. It's really not.
Maybe, but... If he says, do you mind if I send this video?
Because talking about us doesn't convert into clout for you. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I think he always I think Jstlk only covers me when I cannot be hidden. Okay? Like for example, I think the one time that he covered me was when I was talking with Hutch. And I think that it like in that case it's just kind of impossible to avoid me, right? Because in that case it's like, oh well shit. I guess like I guess Hutch is like talking with like Foodshops, so I guess I have to like I guess now I have to, right? It's okay. Yeah.
To a fucking stranger that I've met on Discord that you don't know and is a teenager and like I've never met her. The answer is 100% always no. And that's why, at least in DM, Steven was admitting constantly that he had violated her trust in the worst possible way, that he was that his actions were irresponsible, that he was he admitted to violate.
Dude, I was not watching anywhere near enough of the chat. I should have been watching the chat because there could have been so much valuable information on who these people, like who the worst, most brain rotted people are. It would be fantastic. You see Odashara going off about doxers when he hangs around in
Wait,
DGG
20 augmented
No, I didn't
orbs?
see it. I don't care. That guy is brain damaged. That Substack was an unfair... Yeah, the Substack is not the legal argument. Just focus on the legal argument. The Substack might have said... I think the Substack accused Destiny of, like, maliciously sharing it so it would be leaked or something. And, like, maybe perhaps being in, like, cahoots with the hacker. I think that was a stupid thing to put in the Substack. But I pointed that out at the time. That, like, I don't think that's a legitimate thing. I think that's, like, her being, you know, rushed to get this out and her being paranoid about stuff. I don't think that's a legitimate thing. And then when she actually filed her lawsuit, it wasn't there anymore. Yeah. I think that's just true. But the bad Substack post does not erase the...
By the way, I just want to say, like, Jstlk definitely knows who I am, just mainly because the moment I start debating with, like, Rao Kittenhouse, like, the one time I debated Rao Kittenhouse, it's very clear they know who I am. It's like, hey, aren't you like the person who posted like 20 videos in a row bashing Jstlk? And I'm like, yep, I am. Yeah.
consent violation. Doesn't make it okay. Doesn't make it forgivable. Doesn't make it, oh, we're all good now. But let's let bygones be bygones. I sent porn of you to people without your consent, and you said that I might have done so maliciously. That's basically the same, right? No, it's not at all.
Violating trust, like it's pretty clear. Now, I don't know if he's just saying like, oh yeah, I actually had implied consent, but it was a bit reckless to send it to someone who I didn't really know that much about, and like that could have betrayed me at any moment or anything like that. But yeah. And to me, like I just don't think as long as we live.
Loner, agreeing with everything that you said, and that Destiny fucked up, doesn't Pixie's response come across as extreme, threatening suicide and asking for millions of dollars concurrently? They weren't concurrent, as far as I know, at all. I don't believe they were concurrent. And the 15 million argument, that is a starting point. That's literally supposed to be privileged information. It's not supposed to be leaked, right? It's not supposed to be like an actual, and not only that, I believe it's like publicly confirmed that Pixie's legal team said back to Destiny, just make us a reasonable offer. Yeah, I understand you don't think this is reasonable. Make us back a reasonable offer. Okay, we'll come down, but like, Jesus Christ. Like, I think he said like, you can keep the Substack as long as she apologizes to me publicly. I think that was his initial response, right? So the idea that $15 million was their like harsh demand and then they filed a lawsuit because he wouldn't pay it is stupid. It's wrong. It's just a malicious lie.
I'm ever gonna get like
I don't know about that one, dude. Okay, I'm trying to think about what to say here.
we're gonna be like a public concession.
Like he confirmed that Pixie, that is a starting point. That's literally supposed to be privileged information. It's not supposed to be leaked, right? It's not supposed to be like an actual.
A bit reckless to send it to someone who.
Okay. I would like for there to be evidence that says, I understand that this is too high. Can there be like a lower amount for this? Like, I would love if there could be evidence like proving this, because otherwise I just like whatever. I first of all, I don't even think it's that big of a deal. Whatever the fuck, right? And also starting point, dude. That's a crazy starting point. Like, I'm sorry, you don't think that, you know, a starting point shouldn't be lower than $15 million? Like, are we settling a dispute between two enterprises, between two large companies? Like, I mean, wasn't fuck? I forgot how much Mark Zuckerberg. Fuck, like, wasn't he like fined like $5 million or something for something else? Fuck me, dude. 15 million is crazy. I don't know. Yeah.
I didn't really know that much about, and like that could have betrayed me at any moment or anything like that. But yeah.
Thank you, imaginary fanboy. Your bottle, puny, tiny, undersized, underdeveloped, undernourished, nerfed, small, little. Just say underage already. My bottle, overage. Okay, I get it. Dan Saltman, cock size. Nice, thank you. Okay.
And to me, like,
why did you react to your own messages? That's so weird. Stop doing that.
I just don't think as long as we live.
Loner, agreeing with everything that you said, and that Destiny fucked up, doesn't Pixie's response come across as extreme, threatening suicide and asking for millions of dollars concurrently? They weren't concurrent, as far as I know, at all. I don't believe they were concurrent. And the 15 million argument, that is a starting point. That's literally supposed to be privileged information. It's not supposed to be leaked, right? It's not supposed to be like an actual, and not only that, I believe it's like publicly confirmed that Pixie's legal team said back to Destiny, just make us a reasonable offer. Yeah, I understand you don't think this is reasonable. Make us back a reasonable offer. Okay, we'll come down, but like, Jesus Christ. Like, I think he said like, you can keep the Substack as long as she apologizes to me publicly. I think that was his initial response, right? So the idea that $15 million was their like harsh demand and then they filed a lawsuit because he wouldn't pay it is stupid. It's wrong. It's just a malicious lie.
I'm ever going to get like, there's ever going to be like a public concession on this being like the outlying behavior that is.
Oh, let's go. Your boy Skeen? we got an understander here. My stance is very simple. Never let sexual violators be representative of your party or your movement.
That's so
Boom.
brave.
How many?
Well, the reality is that right now, if we're really talking about politics, that's something I know a little bit more about. As far as I'm concerned, that shouldn't be your standard, actually, unironically. Just mainly because, like, you're telling me, like, the party of pedophiles right now, holds currently power, and you still aren't willing to let in any kind of, like, sexual, like, I'm sorry, but this is also kind of part of the whole, like, oh, like, they go low, we go high, kind of, like, stupid shit, right? Like, the thing is that... The reality of the situation is that you can't afford not to have like draw lines based off of that anymore, if that makes sense. Because otherwise you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. They're not obeying the rules. Politics is about power, right? It's about power, not about whether or not someone fucked a kid or not. Fuck me, dude. Like it kind of sucks that you have all these like fucking like actual fucking pedos. Like actual pedo, like predator people who are like 100 times worse than Destiny, in these spaces, all right, like making like legislation, drafting up legislation, and enacting Project 2025 right now, right? And like we have to like discuss what on Destiny. Fuck me.
How many people are accusing Destiny of sexual violations? Oh, like multiple? A bunch? We got a real Cosby situation going on here? Okay, that's cool.
If Bill Cosby can get me elected, I will accept Bill Cosby help, okay? I just won't associate with him, right? I will accept Bill Cosby's fucking... Listen, I will say it, okay? If Hitler himself and Bill Cosby teamed up together, all right, to organize a canvassing effort, okay, to get Joe Biden, my man Joe Biden, elected, okay, again for a third term, I'm on board, okay? Let's fucking go. Let's go knock on some doors and get some work done, okay? Let's go.
Just like completely fucking unacceptable and gross.
I still
right?
watch the gnome from time to time because although I am further left than him, liberalism in America is under siege. Mostly BC.
Liberalism in America is under siege, but also Hassan is worse than Trump. Hassan is worse than Trump, guys, but I defend his sexual indiscretions because liberalism is under siege. But Hassan is worse than Trump, guys. Okay? Trump has to be stopped, but Hassan is worse than Trump, okay? I guess the argument is Hassan is more anti-democratic than Trump somehow, based on vague statements from years ago.
He is, though. What? I mean, okay, you don't think, like, simping for Hezbollah and the Houthis is enough to, like, even indicate maybe you're a little bit anti-democratic? These people who have been, like, campaigning against, like, democracies in the Middle East for years, and for, like, saying, like, the West is a disease and the West should be taken down, and, like fuck America and stuff like that, right? You don't think, like, these people are the kinds of people who are, like, maybe it's just a little bit unhinged when it comes to stuff like that? Dude, I'm just like, bro, that's unhinged. That's crazy to me. I'm sorry, that's just a crazy take. But yeah, like, yeah, so stupid.
In his ideal world that he could never possibly bring about, right? It's so cooked. It's so cooked the way these people think. It's so shameless to go from, oh, we're going to defend this guy's sex crimes based on Trump being president. And then they go, but Hassan is...
Well, the reality is that Trump has done 500 times worse than Destiny, and politics is all about choosing the lesser of two evils. That is the core of politics, okay? Like, it literally is the core of politics. And you yourself, Jstlk, have said that you would vote for Destiny over Trump. This is what you said verbatim. So tell me, what exactly is the problem? Like, Jstlk has literally gone on record saying that he would vote for Destiny over Trump. Even now, like a few streams ago. So what's the issue?
Worse than Trump.
What?
That's nuts, okay?
No,
that is an insane audible to pull last second. It's so fucked up.
All right.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah, I got you, old man.
Trump, and I find a lot of both of your guys' arguments useful.
So you admit the lawsuit is 100% baseless, right? Yes, that's exactly what I've said from all this. So yeah, that's the complete implication from what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's sarcasm, guys.
This problem where Steven has just decided that.
Listen, I know that you have a bad sense of humor, but you don't need to clarify whether or not something is sarcasm, okay? I think we can all tell whether or not something is sarcastic, okay? Jesus.
Like because of the way the forces have interacted, is that the way that he can save his reputation is going to necessarily involve dragging Pixie through the mud, right? Like, and the, you know. So, yeah,
Yeah.
bit cooked.
Very goofy. I'm man, I should have been watching the chatters more.
Who's there's gonna clip chimp you saying that? Do you know how many times I'm clip chimped already? I literally do not care if I get clip chimped these days. Like, I'm sorry. I got recorded before for saying the hard R in a private group chat. I got recorded saying that I would wrap my legs around a 12-year-old or 14-year-old. I forgot. I got recorded saying I defend Lolly. I got recorded saying that, you know, our team will heal. Like, I'm sorry. It's just like at this point I'm already raped. Whatever the fuck. Okay, I don't care anymore. Yeah. Sorry.
Bit cooked.
I no longer care.
You ever think about why she begged for the judge sealing of the transcript? The argument she made was there are details in there about her like sexual interactions, and there are details about some of the witnesses that she doesn't want public. They're literally filing for a protective order. They're literally in motion for a protective order right now. Why would she need more reasons than those two reasons? I don't get it. Pixie lives in the mud. Dude, bro, did you read her Substack? Yeah, the thing that was invalidated the second the lawsuit was filed. Gross. Blah, 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 blah.
So
Destiny Forcent seemed to understand. Oh, sorry, this is actually not a retarded person. Okay. Saruti, it may be time for chat removal. Oh boy. Seems like the mods are understanding too. She dragged herself through the mud by filing to seal the hearing transcripts. Dude, these people are unhinged. These people are unhinged, okay?
You do it for the normal way. You